Investing has now gone digital with the Nairobi Securities Exchange application. To get the app, go to your Play Store or App Store, download and install the Nairobi Securities Exchange app. Here you will get market statistics, personalized notifications, financial news and much more. Start your investment journey and keep getting regular updates on the app. The Nairobi Securities Exchange app. Investing goes digital.
Thank you once again for making time to join the NSE in this very, very great day. I think the tagline and the hashtag Investor Goes Digital is really going to resonate a lot with a lot of us and a lot of youth. And we're very happy with the work done so far. Now, this journey towards going digital and providing innovation is not really something that we have just come up with. I think it's been a long journey and part of NSC's bigger vision to really become a world-class and multi-asset traded platform. Over the years, we have taken time to really reflect on the needs of investors and come up and responded to those needs. And a lot of that is driven by our vision to be a world-class platform. That's the vision we had for the last 5 years, to provide an infrastructure that has got global reach, and now to be our new vision and mission, which is to link opportunity to capital. And as we go through that, we have been able to drive innovation as key and part of our theme, of our DNA. And today we are ranked as one of the, or rather the second most diverse exchange in Africa. And when I say diverse, I mean we have gone way and beyond what our peers have done in terms of product innovation. Today we are the only second exchange out after Johannesburg to offer a derivatives trading platform. We have got a wide variety of products, almost 6 different key asset classes, and my chairman will be speaking to some of these. And just to say that on all these platforms, we have got products that are now available and tradable. So the more unique one we did this year, Madam CS, we were able to launch the first private sector green bond, and it was a dual listing between Kenya and London and the UK, and we did that during the UK Africa Summit. And so we've been able to provide that platform. Now, the journey for NSE to get to where we are today has been a lot of work by the initial founders, my predecessors, and the boards of the previous years, and today we are where we are because of all these efforts and dreams that are being actualized. So we have now gone to a level where we can be accessed globally, with over 70% of our trading volume being international, but we still feel that there's been an opportunity that is not being explored here, and this is our retail investors. So today we're here primarily to speak to our retail investors and just to be able to provide you an opportunity to be able to access the market. So what are we doing today? So today we'll be launching our digital platform, and I think we'll basically be providing you with an opportunity to really see the NSE. Well, what does this do? It really brings investing to your phone, to your access wherever you are. So you can be able to participate in the market, you can be able to access various portals, and you can be able to really see what's going on. It provides you with a really real-time opportunity of trying to track the market and to also track your portfolio. It complements the efforts of our community, our brokerage community, and at this point I'll recognize one of our platinum sponsors, Mr. Lucas Otieno, together with Rina Hicks, who are from FAIDA. And really all our trading community have developed front ends, and we are just providing you another access to them. So when you come through, and as you see in the demonstration, it does show you how to access your brokers. It will complement all our other portals and websites. I'm very delighted, and looking at the portal, and as you'll see later, it has provided a lot of variety for you to be able to really explore, including history about the NSE and where we came from. So we are really keen and happy that this is going to be a great opportunity for Kenyans, especially coming at this time where we are going through a very different challenge globally. And for us, this is a very key response to that, and just to provide you an opportunity to trade safely and to trade with the market more accessibly. Now, this comes on the back of a number of other successes we've done on technology at the NSE. NSE has, partnering with CDSC and the government, have launched a mobile retail bond, which is entirely technology-driven. We have successfully launched our multi-asset trading platform successfully, again in partnership with the CDSC. And so we believe in technology, and technology for us is a key pillar, even in our current strategy. So we are very, very delighted, and for us, this is what we do. We are a technology business, and you'll see more and more innovations being rolled out using the technology platform. So mine was basically to welcome all of you to the NSE. As you can see, we have got a very beautiful trading viewer, and a lot of these will be available for you now at the comfort of your hands. So as I said the other day in my invitation, let's make investing a lifestyle, let's make investing exciting, and let's extremely make ourselves wealthy in the process. So thank you once again, and really, really happy to have you here, and we look forward to a great and successful launch. Thank you very much.
We live in unprecedented times. We live in historical times. And as Jeff has mentioned, we live in times of challenges. But what we are about to witness this morning is taking advantage of the time to create opportunities. And that is exactly what the NSE has done. And part of my responsibility this morning, and my main responsibility, is to congratulate the NSE for the launch and leveraging the launch of the app and leveraging on technology to drive change in, as I mentioned, in these unprecedented times. The NSE app will complement various apps that have been developed by various industry participants, including ourselves, the CDSC. We have a mobile app which allows our investors unrestricted 24 hours access to their CDS accounts, where they're able to view transactions history, receive alerts on any transactions going through their accounts, but also to be able to receive corporate actions as well as personalized account information. And all this is for free. What does this really tell us about the industry? The Kenyan customer has become extremely savvy, tech savvy. The Kenyan client or customer is looking for convenience and simplicity in transacting, particularly and trading in the stock exchange. What does it also then mean for us is that we have to sustain business going forward. And the only way to sustain business going forward is that we must invest in technology. And that is exactly what the NSE has done today. But also that also means that we have to be innovative going forward. The NSE projections on this particular app is very clear that this will help spur market activity, but also increase for us at the CDSC numbers. It is projected that the CDS account numbers will increase by about 5,000 by the end of the year. That will bring the total number of CDS accounts to about 1.6 million accounts by the end of this year. And that is a great achievement. It also demonstrates to a very large extent that this capital markets industry is resilient and is looking for supporting stakeholders be able to seamlessly access our services across the board. We at CDSC are very proud that we recently have participated in that acceleration process and recently released what we call the digital capabilities platform, the automated CDS account opening process. This, we are currently in the process of actually linking this particular platform through the stockbrokers using a platform called Application Programming Interface. And we're very proud of this. This, in our view, will ensure that account opening is fully automated and real-time, including weekends and holidays. We're also quite proud that we're part of widening the market, but also part of increasing market liquidity in the market. Recently, we also did launch the securities lending and borrowing. The generally referred to as the SLB is currently under pilot test and will be launched in due course. Again, this is part of our effort to support the increasing of liquidity in this market. We're also quite proud that we are playing by international standards, and we like to be benchmarked with, again, international standards. Recently, we are pleased that the CDSE risk assessment was upgraded from a negative A grading to an A grading, which denotes that there's low overall risk within the platform that we use. And this was done by an independent party, the London-based market data called Counterparty Monitoring and Risk Analytics firm, Thomas Murray. What does this again demonstrate? It shows that overall the CDSE continues to safeguard market participants and investors' interests. With that, once again, on behalf of my board, on behalf of stakeholders at the CDSE, I would like to congratulate the NSE once again for the launch of this app. Thank you very much. Please stay safe, stay home, and I'm going back home.
In the last 2 months, we have had this crisis of COVID. Kenyans have moved to having meetings online. I've attended, at the NSE, we haven't missed a single meeting. In fact, we are having more meetings now, I think, because people are working from home. We end up having 100% attendance. We have got a launch like this, and we are able to, I've just seen even big companies like KCB having their AGMs, and very quickly getting to that, within James and Wycliffe issuing some guidelines are allowing the virtual AGMs. Within a month, we had one. And it's really, so in this world, as we go to the new normal, I think Kenyans, we are best placed and poised to take advantage of it. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Nairobi Securities Exchange, I would like to thank you all for taking time to be with us today to launch the NSE App. Globally, online trading took off in the 90s, radically changing the industry as we know it. In the last 10 years, the internet has provided an important change in the method by which investors participate in the stock exchange and other markets. Mobile phones represent an attractive platform to develop and experiment new concepts and applications that can gradually be introduced into users' everyday lives. I think the mobile, actually in this room right now, I think everybody is holding a mobile, hoping you are listening to me, because I can see everybody is on one. But and looking at a mobile as a shop, you then end up having 30 million shops you can sell your products through. The possibility to create applications that exploit these characteristics open the way for the next generation of mobile applications. Over time, things have changed for the better. Online trading has removed barriers within the industry. It means that the markets are more transparent today, faster, more convenient, and provide immediate access to financial information. Today, our country and the entire world is fighting a health crisis, and there has been a need to put in place measures to support trading in the market while ensuring that we adhere to the health protocols laid down by the government. The board of the NSE has undertaken strategic measures to ensure local and foreign investors have uninterrupted access to capital market services in Kenya. Guided by this commitment, we commissioned the upgrade of the NSE App to incorporate advanced features aimed at ensuring investors continue to access and invest in the stock market remotely through the application. Through the NSE App, investors will be able to access real-time stock prices, corporate actions, announcements by listed companies, direct access to our licensed trading participants, and ample knowledge-building opportunities such as research tools, online news, and price feeds from the NSE. Equally, it will increase liquidity of listed stocks through promoting investment from domestic investors significantly. The platform contributes highly to the growth and reach of the NSE, strengthening our place in Sub-Saharan Africa as an innovation hub. Justifiably, the time is ripe for mobile trading. This is sustained by two things. One is the ever-changing customers who appreciate efficiencies of technology, the disruptive mobile technology having propelled Kenya's transcendence as a stronghold of digital revolution in Africa. Mobile trading could be Kenya's new investment frontier in the brokerage space. I would like to encourage our trading participants who are yet to embrace mobile and online trading to take up the challenge and reap the rewards in this fast-paced industry. Over the past 5 years, the NSE has made investments into its technology capabilities to support the trading of various asset classes listed at the NSE. The NSE, in partnership with the national government and other stakeholders, was the first exchange in the world to launch a mobile traded government infrastructure bond, that's the Makiba. I'm delighted Madam Maureen Baker, the Chief Secretary of the Ministry of ICT, Innovation and Youth Affairs, to officiate our launch today. Your ministry has demonstrated astute leadership in guiding the country through the fourth industrial revolution, where the fusion and utilization of technology is driving growth across various sectors of the economy, while creating opportunities for Kenyans. In our new strategic period at the NSE for 2020 to 2024, we seek operational excellence through improving operating efficiencies, optimizing cost, enhancing innovation, strengthening enterprise risk management and compliance to ensure effective market oversight in order to effectively and efficiently deliver our brand promise to investors, customers, and other market players. Last but not least, I would like to thank all our investors and stakeholders present today, both physically and online, for exuding confidence in the exchange at the heel of the financial crisis. By the way, the exchange, we have had a very good 2 months. The trading has continued, and we are seeing a lot of movement from, as the foreign investors exit the market, we are seeing the local investors taking advantage of that. The price, as the prices have come down, they have really been active in the market. I want to assure you that the NSE is committed to continue offering investors a wide variety of investment instruments for varied investment needs. We believe this platform will become the primary interface to stay abreast of global markets and domestic economic performance, as well as provide continuous insights to opportunities for portfolio rebalancing. We thank you all for attending this launch today. May God bless you. Thank you.
On behalf of the Capital Markets Authority, it is my pleasure to welcome all of you, physically or virtually, to this collaborative event at which we shall launch the NSE mobile application, an online trading platform, and also deliberate on interventions to mitigate the adverse impact of COVID-19 pandemic on our capital markets, the opportunities and strategies for continued growth and sustainability. Thank you all of you for taking the time from your very busy schedules for this event. We especially appreciate our chief guest, the CAS, Madam Baka, for being with us today. CS, your presence really emphasizes the support we receive from the government on all our various areas of operations. Now, today's event is timely as it reaffirms Kenya's place as an innovative technological powerhouse in the global financial market space, this time with an antidote to the limitations of physical trading securities imposed by the social distance measures in place to manage the current pandemic. As the chair of NSE said, during the COVID-19 pandemic, it has been essential to embrace different innovations and new ways of working, many of which I believe will permanently change the way in which we operate in future, even when this situation is finally behind us. In the same light, I think the NSE mobile application, which we are launching today, will enable enhanced retail capital markets uptake while facilitating compliance with social distance guidelines in terms of working or investing remotely or from home. Longer term, it offers the opportunity to transform client onboarding, trading, clearing, settlement, and payment within the capital markets and consequently increase trading volumes and market liquidity. The Capital Markets Authority further expects that in time, this approach will be extended to apply in primary equity, IPOs, and debt issuances through e-prospectuses, or should I say M-prospectuses, as well as for collective investment schemes. After all, Kenya is not just a hotspot for innovation and technology, but Kenyans themselves, as users, have proven extremely adept at embracing technology and the opportunities that it offers. Ladies and gentlemen, we project that post-COVID, there are several opportunities. While many stock markets have declined substantially, it can be demonstrated that in various instances, the extent of decline is not commensurate with the fundamentals of the particular businesses and was driven more by panic. There is therefore an excellent opportunity for long-term investors to take advantage of underpriced shares and realize future capital gains and dividend payments. Globally, you'll have seen in some markets, particularly the US markets, sharp recoveries. And I understand last week, I think in the US, they realized over $3 billion in proceeds from IPOs, and talk has returned of a V-shaped recovery. Further, the reality is that some of the businesses have expanded and grown in value due to their particular product or service being in high demand in response to COVID-19. This growth in value will be recognized by the market and in time will be reflected in their share prices. Indeed, as chairman of NSE has said, it's been a good 2 months for the NSE, and I think even looking at the board, I think there are more greens than red, and that says a lot. Now, beyond these immediate challenges, Kenya's ambitious economic plans and strategies mean that businesses will continue to need capital to finance their expansion. And at the authority, we humbly submit that market-based financing would be the most ideal and provide a perfect opportunity for the capital markets to play their role in mobilizing savings for long-term and productive investments. Ladies and gentlemen, having regard to some of the subjects to be considered by the panels this morning, I wish to take the opportunity to highlight some key areas of intervention from the authority's perspective that may be of interest to you. Firstly, the authority's management has just finalized a post-COVID-19 recovery strategy aimed at restoring growth driven through innovation, sustainable and responsive regulation. The draft document has recently been reviewed by the Capital Markets Master Plan Implementation Committee and will be presented to you as stakeholders to deliberate on during the second panel session, after which the matter will then come to the Capital Markets Board to be considered for implementation. Secondly, the authority has adopted flexibility in its regulatory mechanism in allowing extensions for submission of audited financial statements and electronic publication of financial statements by listed companies on their websites. Third, the authority has allowed the payment of dividends and continuation of major business transactions, such as the appointment of auditors by listed companies, subject to future ratification at annual general meetings. And more recently, with others, we have obtained a court order to facilitate listed companies who were restricted by their articles of association from holding virtual general meetings to do so, subject to non-objection from the CMA. And indeed, as NSE Chair has said, a couple have already held very successful virtual general meetings. Fourth, we continue to submit policy proposals to the National Treasury and to work very closely with the National Assembly to mitigate the impact of the Tax Laws Amendment Act 2020, which reversed past tax incentives, while advocating for the retention of existing tax incentives, particularly to support market-based financing by micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSEs. And last but not least, I can report with delight that the Capital Markets FinTech Regulatory Sandbox has proven a great success, even by international standards. And we can look forward to transformative solutions, products, and services emerging from the growing list of participants in this facility. Ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I wish to assure all concerned that even with this renewed focus on market deepening, the authority will continue to ensure that our other mandate, market oversight, receives equal emphasis. Thank you all for your attention, and let's do our part collectively to keep Kenya moving, succeeding, and prospering. Thank you and be safe. Investing goes digital. It's now my pleasure to invite the Chief Administrative Secretary, Ministry of ICT, Innovation and Youth Affairs, Madam Maureen Barker, to deliver her keynote speech. Karibu Waziri.
My name is Maureen Barker, the CAS at the Ministry of ICT, Innovation and Youth Affairs. It's a pleasure to be here with you all this morning. Now to my speech. The chairs, NSE, the Capital Markets Authority, the chairs of CASIB, CDSC, the CEO of the NSE, Mr. Geoffrey Odundo, all chairs, vice chairs, CEOs present, sponsors, exchange traders, invited as well as virtual guests. A very good morning to you all. I am sincerely delighted to preside over this event this morning, an event that marks the launch of the NSE's mobile and online shares trading application. The launch of the app is a very important occasion because it is a testament to the NSE's innovative approach in remaining attractive, competitive, and resilient in the digital space. I take this opportunity to commend the NSE for quickly adapting to the changing times, which, as you all know, have been influenced by the coronavirus global pandemic, which affects our nation as well. The launch of the app today no doubt serves as a gateway to online and mobile channels for trading participants and is truly a milestone. It is encouraging to learn that the NSE has been in the front line of innovations and is a model to other stock exchanges in Africa. The government commends such strategies which place special focus on enhancing technology, innovation, financial inclusion, and financial literacy across the private sector players in the country. Indeed, last year, we saw the NSE successfully upgrade to the automated trading system to improve on efficiency. We noted this development and hope that with the introduction of the app today, the investor experience and quality of service will be enhanced as participants trade from the comfort of their remote locations. The introduction of the app is consistent with the government's strategy to entrench a digital economy in the country. As you may be aware, in May last year, the President launched the Digital Economy Blueprint, which focuses on achieving Vision 2030, which is the country's development blueprint, and the Big Four Agenda, which is the government's development plan towards achieving Vision 2030, all with ICT as a key enabler. The 5 pillars that drive the blueprint are digital government, digital business, infrastructure, innovation-driven entrepreneurship, and the development of digital skills and values. The blueprint is part of the government's efforts to entrench ICT in all aspects of our lives and enable the private and public sector to leverage on technology to provide solutions which increase efficiency, consistency, and transparency to improve on society's standards of living. As government, we want to assure you that we are committed to facilitating and protecting ICT investments in the country. To realize this objective, we have put in place a wide range of interventions to guide, regulate, attract, and protect investments in the ICT sector. We have in place a comprehensive national ICT policy that spells out standards to guide the sector and ensure quality and compatibility of digital devices to facilitate uptake and application of ICTs by businesses and individuals. We have also formulated a wide range of vibrant legal instruments to regulate and protect investments in the sector. For instance, the government has enacted the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act, which principally deals with emergent incidents of abuse and misuse of digital devices and online platforms to aid in combating committing of crime online. Similarly, we have developed the Data Protection Act to protect the privacy and confidentiality of citizens online. On the infrastructure front, the government has laid down over 6,000 kilometers of the national optic fiber backbone infrastructure across the whole country. As I speak, all county headquarters of the national and county government are connected to broadband to facilitate access of e-government services. Ladies and gentlemen, I note that the NSE mobile app we are launching today is a one-stop shop access to the market that provides knowledge, information, and updates on the various securities on the market. This is no doubt a milestone for the exchange, and we congratulate you on this achievement. Indeed, this will go a long way in driving a savings and investments culture, as well as boosting investor confidence in this challenging but opportune moment. With those remarks, I thank you, and let us have investing go digital. Thank you.
Investing has now gone digital with the Nairobi Securities Exchange application. To get the app, go to your Play Store or App Store, download and install the Nairobi Securities Exchange app. Here you will get market statistics, personalized notifications, financial news, and much more. Start your investment journey and keep getting regular updates on the app. The Nairobi Securities Exchange app. Investing goes digital.